All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we are at the YouTube exclusive, which is the Recasted. We're going to do none other than Star Wars: A New Hope. Hope you enjoy and you watch it here. And we're going to start off with That's So Kaden. That's So Kaden, do you have any Recasted?
I honestly don't. I think every single person that was in this movie was in the perfect role. You can't go wrong with this cast of people. They're iconic for a reason. Nothing for me.
Okay. Now, Clark Kent, I know your name is Lord Joffrey Fossa, but do you have any Recasted?
Yes. Okay. Yes. I do have a Recasted. Now, let me find it. And that is for, wait, what's his name? The big fuzzy guy?
Chewbacca.
That is so disrespectful. Okay. That is so disrespectful. You just happen to look and say, "Oh, this looks."
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
That was Chewbacca's girlfriend when he was younger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the stormtroopers.
Yeah, that name.
Really?
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you say that about the stormtroopers?
Hey, better than nothing, right?
Well, wait. Why do you put that for the stormtroopers?
Because it could have been anybody. It could have been anybody just sitting behind the thing. And mind you, you know what I find funny about the stormtroopers? Every time you go to a Comic-Con, that is the... Every time you go to a Comic-Con, that is the costume that is so repeated more than anything ever. And now that I've seen this movie for the first time, I get it.
Okay. Well, this one that I'm going to do for my Recasted, it's not going to be Teacup, the famous lapdog, who was also in the Purge series, by the way.
Okay. All right. So the other person in the movie that nobody ever really talks about that much, but he annoyed me so much in this movie, and I wanted him recasted because I couldn't stand him. And that's the Naya's brother, little brother, right? Okay. Yeah, he could be recasted, and this is who I want to put him up as. I think this guy. What? How am I wrong?
Purge series, the first Purge, because he wanted Teacup out of there. He was so done with Teacup, but I did not do that. Now, typically, I was trying to find some way to bring back Reverend Kane because everybody loves Reverend Kane. I was going to make that Obi-Wan Kenobi, but then there would have been groans. Oh, why are you bringing back Reverend Kane from Poltergeist 2? Listen. Reverend Kane is a fan favorite. I will bring back that clip one day. Don't worry, Reverend Kane.
No. Let me in. Let's talk.
But step into the light, Carololine. Sorry, that's a deep cut from Poltergeist 2. Have you seen that movie? All right, listen. But I'm watching this movie. As you all know, I cast them based on who they look like. Chris does that sometimes too. In Ant-Man, he recasted Hank Pym as the Crypt Keeper because he thought that he looked like the Crypt Keeper. So he too does this.
Is Michael Hank Pym. Hank Pym's character, I feel like could have been recasted as somebody. Actually, I think a little bit better. And I'm going to go ahead and put a picture up from that person. I think.
Movie. I'm watching this movie, and it's so hard, as Kaden says. How are you going to recast this movie? Pause, as I said that earlier. But how are you going to recast this movie? Everybody did a great job. I don't want to recast Chewie as a Teacup lapdog, right? But I was in the cantina in Mos Eisley, and I saw this guy. And I said, damn, I've seen him before. He looks so familiar.
Doesn't he?
Where have I seen him? And then I remembered. And it's so ironic because I also saw him in a bar, and he was talking about the Forbidden Planet.
Yeah. James, I swear to God, I was going to recast the same. I couldn't remember what movie he was from, and then now I remember because I see that. He looks just like him. He looks just like him. Spot on.
So I recasted him. Now,
Genesis allowed is not. Is planet forbidden.
I want you to know that his cousin is also in A Never-Ending Story in Fantasia. I looked for a picture of him, but I couldn't find it. But best believe I will find that picture of their cousin. Here we have Mr. Genesis, and here we have Mos Eisley. As you can see, they share the same universe, just in a different galaxy, far, far apart from one another. And that is my recasting.
It's amazing that James actually recasted a Star Wars character to a Star Trek character. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to do the same. I actually, if you watched the video the other night when we did Star Wars New Hope, I said, these people remind me of somebody, right? These people remind me of somebody. If they actually got hit when somebody shoots them. You take off the daggone helmet, they won't look like a clone. Spoiler alert. They'll actually look like one of these guys from the original Star Trek in the red shirt because they're just as effective. Mm-hmm. Regardless, they don't go around. They don't get anybody. They just end up being down. And you know what's so funny? I'm watching this movie now, and this is the first time I watched this movie in a couple of years. And I'm talking about Star Wars, and I'm listening to them have a conversation. I should have mentioned this in the original episode, but they were having a conversation about nothing. Did you see this thing? Did you see this? Mm-hmm. They look like so many random red shirts when they were having this conversation, and I was upset at the fact they couldn't see this old man in this cloak walking right by, like he had free rays of that Death Star, like little people in the background, and they couldn't see. So you know what? I know dogs' eyesight is supposed to be good, but the peripherals sometimes aren't in the proper way. So I don't know. But that is my recasting. We had no recasting. We had one. No, I think Lord Joffrey had 2 that he just made up off the top of his head like that. But that is Hayden. I'm the executive consultant. That's Lord Joffrey. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe.